Hi guys, Tugu here with a new video, and this video will be a video about PvP in Diablo 4. So I tested PvP yesterday, and I will also do that on this video, so you can I can actually show you guys how it works. Now, will there be players at that time? I don't know, but I'm going to explain how it works and what you can expect from PvP. So, PvP. Why would you PvP in Diablo 4? In Diablo 4, you PvP to get red dust. Red dust is a currency that you can actually use to gamble, I would say. Gamble gear. So you can go here, for example, in Alzuda, which is in this zone. This is a Fields of Hatred zone. I think there's there's another one here, somewhere here. I need to explore still. And you come here at this vendor and you can basically buy or gamble, I would say, different kind of items. Now, are those items worth it? I don't know. I don't have 3k red dust right now. And you have to collect some currencies to then go on the altar of destruction, protect that altar of destruction, and then you will get the red dust. And that's at that point that you can die safely without losing any currency. You also have like a boss like running around. Sometimes you have like loot goblins, and there is PvP. Now, there's a few problems. You can basically, with the wheel, you can customize and get mark for blood on the wheel. And whenever you're marked for blood, it means that you can attack anyone, and you can also get attacked by anyone. You can also just say, look, I don't want to be marked for blood. You will get less currencies, but it means that you can have friends in open world. Now, I don't know if you can actually invite other people when you're marked for blood. I think not. I tested it, it didn't work. But I know that some people were grouping versus me, and I was marked for blood, and I think they didn't mark for blood. So that's the thing. Is it worth it to mark for blood or not? Personally, it is worth it, so you can actually fight anyone. Even if you're not marked for blood, you're not safe in that zone. But it makes that you can often have 1v2s, 1v3s, and in this game, 1v2s or 1v3s is very, very difficult, except if you're like overgeared or overleveled. Currently, I always fought like between level 44 and 50. I don't know if it's like some type of phasing where you cannot really face anyone that is stronger than you personally. It might be that it's possible, but I got lucky. But let's go for more for blood and let's try to do some PvP. Before that, I played Druid. This is the build that I'm playing. I'm playing with Storm Strike, playing with Lightning Storm, which is actually very strong in PvP because you cannot really dodge too many things. And also, if you can actually have some unstoppable thing, like for example, Urban Bulwark, which gives me unstoppable, and you spam Lightning Storm, you can do some huge damage. Now, the problem is a lot of classes have unstoppable traits and also just have multiple CCs, so you have to be careful. Also, the damage is really high, although sometimes it is not. You can get one-shot at 40% HP, but sometimes you are very tanky and you can survive. Potions have also a CD in this zone, so you cannot really spam potions. And as a whole, I think it just is fun. You see, you have a debuff here, 20% damage over time effects, 40% control impaired duration, for example, and 35% potion drop rate, but minus 35% potion healing, plus 8 seconds to potion cooldown, and also minus 50% minion or companion health. So play like an AoE build, like with Hurricane and Cataclysm, and we also have Perfect Storm, which means that if we are doing AoE, we kind of regen a lot of spirit, which in turn you can actually spam Lightning Storm into a lot of damage. Again, I'm not like really maxed out. I'm only level 47, so no Paragon, and also my legendaries are kind of whack. But let's try to have some encounters. If I can show you guys how it works, I think it's also a very good thing. Look, there is like someone here. I'm fighting him. Hopefully we can kill him. And you see, like, I kind of one shot here. I don't know. The thing is, I do not even know what happened. I will have to relook the footage. But like you see that we fought for a second. Oh, enemy. Try to regen. I think we have to run a bit. And you see, like, I was 70% HP and I died, so it's a bit weird. And the thing that I really am annoyed is there is no way to look at damage done. So you don't even know what happens whenever you die. Personally, I like the PvP. There is potential. Now, is it very like max IQ-ish gameplay? I don't think so. It's very mashy and pretty much you don't really need to think too much. You can kite a bit, but like again, it's really not like high tier PvP. It is fun though. Now we're trying to kill some mobs here. See, you get some seeds of hatred, and those seeds of hatred are then used to actually put it in the zones, right? So, right. So we're going on the altar of destruction. I'm going to show how it works, so you interact on it. You have to defend the zone for 50 seconds, more or less, and you will have some mobs spawning. Well, it should spawn. Yeah, right now. And you try to fight it off. You see, someone is there, just waiting for me to be killed. And I don't have abilities, unfortunately. I have to. And you see, I just got one-shotted again. So it's really weird because you don't even know what happened to the one-shot. There's no way to actually like check your death and what happened. I didn't feel like I was in danger. I had 70% HP and he was like the same level as me, so I would assume the same kind of gear as me. So it's really weird and that's really unfortunate. You only have like 1k health. Like I have 1k health, so I don't know if it's me being weak or others, but again I also have one-shotted people. Like sometimes they were 50% HP, I did a spell and they just got deleted for some reason. So now we have to see what is the consequences of those one-shots, right, and how it happens and how you can protect yourself versus that. Here there's a bit of lag for me, unfortunately. And you see, in open world, like for example in World PvP right now, you have to kind of keep your abilities, because if you don't keep your abilities, you're going to get ambushed and you're gonna die. So it's a bit scary for sure. So I'm trying to auto attack and do my core skills, which has no CT, and that's it. Especially versus like open world mobs where you don't really have any danger, right? And you drop a lot of potions as well, so do not hesitate to use it. Now, do I have the best build? I don't think so. I also don't have the best legendaries. But it's very hard to actually like be competitive, I'd say. Is that an enemy? No. Wait, what is this? That's not an enemy. Survive the enemy assault, 38, let's go. Try to keep my abilities. I want to pop everything, but I will not do that because it's very dangerous to actually keep, to not keep your abilities. You get one-shotted like by someone because you don't really have the ability to actually fight. So you need to basically play around that. And my ability is actually very good. Like it's very strong, right? I can spam my seeds, the channel, and I will do a lot of damage. So it's very good for open world like things, especially for Fields of Hatred. It's not that good for dungeons because you are very static, and being static means that you are going to be very much in difficulties versus bosses where they don't really get CC'd, and that's the issue with this build. And you don't really want to respec too much. If you respec too much, you're going to be poor as me. And you don't really want to be poor in Diablo. Alright. Now we have a boss here. I'm going to keep my abilities if I can. Oh. I'm gonna hit that. I'm a bit slow, unfortunately, but if I don't keep my abilities, often than not, I just get ambushed by someone and I just die. Like my ultimate and my cataclysm is enough to actually kill people. And also my root, very important for kiting. You see? You get some Seeds of Hatred. A lot of Seeds of Hatred because of the event. And you also get some gear, although not the best gear, but still something. And you can also just sell all those things for gold or salvage. It's quite nice as well. Now I'm going to show you again. I want to show you the boss if I can. Let's see. Or fight another guy with all my CDs. Oh, there's someone there. No, I think I will be too late though. If I can kill him. Surprise, motherfucker! You see? This fight was a bit more clear, like he didn't get one-shotted. So I ruined him and now I'm going to go for the altar myself. He already did it, so I assume he will not come back. He may come back, but I'll assume that he will not come back. And I will just extract it. It's very much good, so I can actually maybe spend that red dust into gear and show you how it works. But all in all, I do like the PvP. Now, is it very balanced? I don't think so. Is it something that you can really just do for the fun of it? You can. Is it sustainable? I don't think so, but we'll see. Oh, he just came back to just die again. And I died. That's a rip. Oh, anyways. Rogues, man. I think it was a rogue, right? Again, I got one-shotted. More or less. I think he had the ultimate. Maybe the previous fight he didn't really have an ultimate. But it is what it is. So my honest opinion about PvP for Diablo is really contrasting. I like it to a certain extent. I like how it feels. I like how it plays out. What I do not like is the result, like the random one shots, the no visibility to the damage done to yourself, so you don't even know what killed you, so you cannot really apply, you cannot really get better. And the same, I do not know sometimes once I kill someone how they actually died, and sometimes it's like a lucky hit or something like that maybe. But that's the only thing that really bothers me. What else? I think it could use something like with objectives more than just the events. It could use multiple things to actually make it better. I think the issues are that you don't really have like a respawn timer, so you can kill someone and he can come back and kill you afterwards while you're like extracting, like in the same minute. So that's a bit meh, because again there is no real penalty to dying except losing your like potential red dust. I think again my biggest issue is the no visibility on dying. If you can actually see how you died, it would be already a lot better, so you can improve and like see, look, maybe I'm too squishy, or look, he got a lucky hit, so I know why I died. But right now, like for example, I just died in 3 hits and like I couldn't really respond, and I do not know if it's because of me, if it's my skill, or if it's the skill of the enemy, or if it's something in between. So yeah, all in all, I will try to make PvP content on Diablo. It may be that the more I play it, the less I will be inclined to do PvP on Diablo. I think the PvE is very cool. I think you have lots of things to do on Diablo. I think it's still worth to buy it just for the story, the dungeons, the nightmare dungeons, the progression, and the fun. I think PvP is fun enough to do it daily, although since you don't really have loadouts, it's actually very hard to respec every time to a PvP spec and then respec to a dungeon spec or something like an AoE boss fight spec. I think that's difficult, but maybe they will improve that over time. Again, they said that they are not afraid to balance PvP with a modifier, so they can do that. But now you have to see if it's going to be going on the right direction or not. I will try to update you guys about the PvP. It may be better, it may be worse. Again, I'm level 47, it may be worse at level 100, for example. So that I will also inform you guys. I think if I can give like an honest review about PvP, it would be that it is a great mode. I think it has a lot of potential. It is certainly not competitive. It is certainly fun whenever you're going to kill people, and it will be certainly frustrating whenever you're going to die to people. Because again, no visibility to the damage, which again will probably leave you like baffled on how you actually died in that situation. And the same, you're going to kill people and they are also going to be baffled on the situation on how they actually died to you. So that's maybe a frustration that may be too difficult to bear to actually play it all the time. But I think it is a great addition to the game. It's not like something that you're going to play only for that. So for example, my plans was only to play because of the PvP. While right now the PvE is quite fun. So I'm going to stay and stick to PvE. With PvP, but I'm not going to solely play for PvP, and I think solely playing for PvP is not sustainable. So if you want to play Diablo 4 only for the PvP, I'm going to highly recommend to look into other things, either other games or other things into the Diablo 4 game. Is it worth to just buy the game for PvP? No. If you like PvP though, and you like the other aspects of the game, I think it's definitely worth it because you have a lot of content. It is a live service game, so it will get better over time. I hope so. Sometimes it gets worse, World of Warcraft for example, but there is like hope that it gets better, right? So automatically it will be worth it at one point. Again, you don't really need to buy full price the game. You can also buy it on certain websites. You can buy it for a bit less. So again, you have to see what you want to spend and where you want to spend the money. But I think as a whole, it is a nice addition to the game. I'm going to repeat myself multiple times so you can actually understand what I'm saying. It is a nice addition to the game. PvP is going to be a great thing to play, to also grind those red dusts, and to actually like have other sources of not really XP but more about gearing. Now, is it like the best way to gear yourself? I don't think so. I think it's just an addition, and you have to see it for yourself if you want to delve into the PvP zone and play it like more than, let's say, 10 minutes per day. You can play like a whole. Yesterday I played like a whole time Diablo 4 only PvP. I didn't do anything else. I did get some laughs. I had some good times. I had some frustrating times, like for example the one shots where you don't really understand how it happened, and you also had like other frustrating times where you were like playing 1v3, but literally 1v3, like they are not marked for blood, so they are like allies. So it becomes very hard to actually do something, especially as a druid where you don't really have a lot of mobility or a lot of CC to actually get out. But yeah, I mean, overall, I think it's a good addition, but not something you can play lasting. I would even say like World of Warcraft PvP is probably something that you can play only that and make it your game. Well, I think Diablo 4, you cannot do that until maybe they put like something competitive, like for example, an arena, which I think they will not do, especially with the current state of damage and how people die, and without like visibility to damage and such. It's very frustrating to not see how you died. And that's something that maybe will get better over time, because they will maybe give access to that through an add-on or through in-game systems. But until then, I think it can be very frustrating and very fun as well at the same time, as a extra for the game. But anyways, thank you for watching this video. I really appreciate you. Be sure to subscribe to the channel if you love those kinds of content. Again, we're doing PvP content on different games. Normally, World of Warcraft PvP is the most of my content on the channel, but I will have to see in other games if I can actually have something to showcase to you guys, so you can actually try other games or play other games to have maybe better results. Again, thank you. Have a great day. Be sure to stay safe. We will catch you very soon in the next video. Have a great day. Bye.